made by this machine or in this college. There is one logo which is our college logo and multi-material printing. These are some of the designs which are being made by this machine also. In our college, there is one lab which is called robotics lab or advanced manufacturing and robotics lab, where students are making different models and different projects to encourage to present in different workshops and in different seminars. These are some of the projects which have been made by our students. Thank you. Now I am gonna show you how to design a 3D model, small 3D model. The software which I am using is ATL V5. I just made one small cube. In lots of designing software, for designing or for drawing, the most important part is most important things is pen and paper. So in software, the planes which we are using is a paper, and after getting into the paper, these are all the pens we have, the predefined shapes. So for making square, we use rectangle tool to make a square. For any designing, the next important part is dimension. If we don't know the dimension, then the design is not being accurate. So we give the dimension. After making, to make a 3D shape, first we have to make one 2D shape. Then we will convert this shape into a 3D shape. I completed the 2D shape, which is a square. Then I will convert this into a 3D shape, which is cube. There is a pad function which is used to give the thickness of this square. The square is ready. After making the 3D model, we have to take the model to a sizing software. First, we have to save as in a STL format. When we are do in Excel or in a Word file, there is one extension called DOC or PDF. For 3D printing, the extension is STL, which is already predefined in every software. Just you have to select the extension and then save. There are lots of slicing software in the market for open source, which can be used by anybody. Is Ultimate Cura. I am using the software which is dedicated to this printer. This is Clarity Slicer, and this is the design which I have made in the 3D modeling software. Now I just convert this into piece by piece. When I click slice, then you can see that the whole model is divided into layers. If you see this slice, these are the layers which has been created by the slicing software. Total 491 layers have been made. In the slicing software, we can change many things. As you can see the printer, first of all I will show you one video. Then you there are different types of nozzles of different sizes. This is a very small size which is 0.2 mm. The maximum size is 1 mm. This is the heat block where the nozzle gets heated and melt the material to deposit in the bed. The maximum temperature of this heat end is 300 degrees Celsius. This is a stepper motor which is used to move the nozzle. It is also connected in the bed also to move the bed up and down. The things which is being shown in the video. This is the nozzle which is shown in the video, and here is the extruder which is connected at the bottom of this. The cover, due to this cover, it is not can't be seen. Now I'll size one design and print in this printer. There is two products. One is our college logo. The students is distributing the logo. We already made for you only. And this is a sculpture of a Virat Kohli, and I will make it in the 3D printer. After slicing the 3D model, there are many ways to insert in the 3D printer. One is by a USB cable, or by a LAN, or by a Wi-Fi connection. There are lots of 3D printers are there in the market. Some of them have the Wi-Fi connection, some are not. In this 3D printer, the Wi-Fi connection is available. As you can see in the printer, the nozzle start getting moving. First of all, it takes the auto bed leveling. Level the bed to the nozzle to deposit it in the bed. As the nozzle gets heated to a 200 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Celsius, the bed is also get heated to 100 degrees Celsius, maximum 100 degrees Celsius. For different materials, there are different printing conditions where different temperature has been decided. For PLA, the material which I am using is PLA. This is this type of material which is in the form of wire. It gets melted in 220 degrees Celsius, then deposited in the bed. When it gets deposited in the bed is already in 55 degrees Celsius. For PLA, the required temperature is 55 degrees Celsius. For other materials, the temperature may change. In the slicing software, when we visit to the preview section, we can see lot of things like what is the time for building the 3D model, which is 27 minutes. It's showing 27 minutes. How much material is required to print the material, print the model, which is 7 grams, and material length, and also the cost. This is in dollar. Because this software is from USA, that's why the cost is in dollar. If we convert it into Indian currency, it's around 30 to 50 rupees. So this is the basic of 3D printing. It will take some time to print. After printing, I will show you the model. So if anybody has any questions, you may ask. which we have provided is of two colors. In this printer, the two color is not possible at a time. So after making the white part, I will change the filament to a red color. Then another red part is deposited in the same model. Then it is possible to make a white machine. But in market there are lots of machines which have four models at a time. You use four colors at a time, and multi-material is possible by this printer. Thank you so much. You have shown one building which has been made by this printer. Actually, this printer is of another type. This printer is of another type. Like if the multi-story building, when we make multi-story building, there is crane over here from one floor. Then if we complete one floor, then the crane shifted to the another floor. Then step by step it will make floors. In this process, this machine also made by this that it when it's complete one layer, it shifted to the another axis, then make another layer. Yes, it is available in India. The post office which I showed, it is already made in Bangalore. Already it is working. This is a live post office. The cost is around. Actually, if we use ceramic 3D printer, it may cost, but it also takes some time. But if we make building, we make one building, it takes 3 to 4 months. But in 3D printing, it will take around 1 to 3 weeks. If the printer works for 24 hours, then it will make the full building in 2 to 3 weeks. Then it saves the time also. It may cost some amount because the availability is less. If the availability is more, then it also reduces the cost also. The 3D printer only deposits the concrete part, the mixture of the cement, concrete. This part only deposited by the 3D printer. Then the rods and other things, the traditional method which we are using. Actually, the ceramic 3D printing is new in the market. In China, it is frequent, but in India, this is the only project which is made by this. It's already in innovation that it's getting bigger and bigger. So, as the basic perspective or in the school level, we can use 3D printer to make alphabets like A to Z alphabets. If we have 3D printer in our school, we can make alphabets of 3D models. Just we have to type A, then we put this into a sliding software, then made in a 3D printer. It's very easy to understand by the students. Or if we go for this type, it is of high level, but in school level perspective, we can make alphabets or any puzzles or small designs like cube, square, different types of shapes, 3D shapes we can make by the 3D printer. Directly it is not possible. We have to take the photograph from different angles to make it 3D. But just in one angle or to just increase the thickness of this 2D model, we can make, but not a complete 3D.
So, how software works actually? Kindly show us again. Where we prepare the models before printing.
First of all, we have to make one 3D design, like any 3D modeling software. There is one software, but a free software which is available in the internet is Tinkercad. Tinkercad. I am opening this software for you. You can also open in the Chrome, just log in and start designing. As I told that you can make alphabets. I am making just alphabets. This is a very user-friendly software. You just don't know how to make a design. You can make design in this software. Just there are predefined shapes available in this software. You can make the you can select the predefined shapes and just give the dimension. Your design is ready. After making this, just go to export section. Export. There are many extensions are there. But we need only STL. Click on STL. Then your slicing design is ready. Then take the design into a slicing software. If you want the slicing software, you just go to Chrome and write Ultimaker Cura. Ultimaker Cura, and you can download the software. After downloading the software, just drag and drop the design you have made. This is a design which you made. After inserting to this software, just You don't have to do anything, any changes, just click slice. Then your slicing is ready. Just 5 simple steps. You can print your design. If you expert in this, then you need one software or a designing software. But for slicing software, this is the only software you can make. After slicing, you just put it in the USB or in the micro SD card, then give it to the printer, it will print.
In our physics lab, different types of objects are there. Suppose glass prism, which is transparent, glass block, which is transparent. So, is it possible to create that type of transparent object? Okay, but the refractive index should be different. The refractive index of glass is suppose 1.5, then that type of plastic material should be different.
That is definitely different because if you make transparent material, then if I can show you the inner part of it. This block. This is the inner material. The material which is inside this block. This is in the transparent material. These are so the refractive index will be there.
That means we can make that type of transparent object also. Why not for experimental use? We can use if it is too different, RI too different, but we can use in physics lab also. Dispersion will be there, obviously, because it is transparent. Dispersion will be there.
We can make hollow from inside also. If we want hollow from inside, this line, if we remove this line from inside, we can make.
Okay. Thank you.
The name of the website is Tinkercad. Tinkercad. I am showing you. This is the software. Tinkercad. TINCAD. Just go visit the software, visit the website, log in, you can do anything. This is a free software by Autodesk. So thank you so much. Thanks for coming in the workshop.
Also, sir, if you have any questions regarding the after the meeting is done, you may also ask us.
Thank you, sir, for your innovative words and demonstration. Now I request Shushmita Majumdar ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, to share your views on roles of IIC in mentoring Atal Tinkering Labs and School Innovation Council. Over to you, ma'am. So, good evening, dear teachers from different schools across Tripura. So, as being introduced, this is Susmita Majumdar. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. And apart from this, in the institution's Innovation Council, my role is of an innovation ambassador. Along I also look after the internship activities of the students. So the topic that I am going to discuss today is what is the role of Institution Innovation Council, that is the IICs, in mentoring the Atal Tinkering Labs as well as the School Innovation Councils. Some of the schools in our state and in our country, they have the School Innovation Council, which is a very short form of the IIC itself. As we nurture entrepreneurship development and innovation among our students in our college, the SICs also play a very important role in nurturing the creativity and innovation among the school students. So the topics that we are going to cover today is firstly the innovation ecosystem, like how it works. Then what is an IIC or Atal Tinkering Lab or SIC, what is their functionality. Then followed by how the IICs can be partners with the Atal Tinkering Labs, the roles and responsibilities of the mentorship, the new schemes that are being introduced under Atal Innovation Mission 2.0, and finally the impact within the community so far and way forward. So the first topic is general introduction to the pipeline, how we are connected. The pipeline starts with the Atal Tinkering Lab within a school perimeter, which is a very good initiative from the Ministry of Education itself, where the students from class 6 to class 12, they are given the opportunity to create that inquisitiveness within themselves. So, and also to unleash their thoughts and innovativeness within their the boundary of their school building. Then also there are the school innovation councils in some of the schools. They are also the umbrella body that are responsible for the innovation, creating the innovation culture within the school perimeter. And also both IICs and SICs, as we do in our college, the SICs are also responsible to hold different kind of programs which are related to the promoting innovativeness and entrepreneurship development to let a young mind grow with the thought of creating something different. So we are entitled to organize different such programs which let the students grow the temperament to think beyond the books.
These are basically the three building blocks as defined by Ministry of Education. The first one is the IIC or the Institutions Innovation Council. The structure has the head of the institution or any other senior faculty member from the institution performing the roles and responsibilities of a president, followed by a convener to carry out the different activities to plan and execute the different activities and programs of the IIC, followed by a team of trained innovation ambassadors from among the faculty fraternity as well as from among the students. So the students also undertake the training for the innovation ambassadors, and once they complete the innovation ambassador training, they are entitled as student innovation ambassadors. The next, so across the nation, as of date, we have almost 2,500 plus IICs established in different higher education institutes within the country. Moving on to the next, that is the Atal Tinkering Lab that all our dear teachers present here know that it's a venture which lets the students from class 6 to 12 go and practice the scientific temperament within the school premises. So they have a dedicated workspace where people can learn about 3D printing. There are some other scientific tools available to the students and regular classes to nurture that temperament so as to let them innovate something new, to come up with some new concepts and ideas. So we have, as of now, 4,880 plus active Atal Tinkering Labs within the country, spread across 650 plus districts. Next comes the SIC. So 2022 is actually the year when in the year 2022 on 1st July, Ministry of Education's Innovation Council, which we refer as MIC, they undertook that concept of establishing a miniature version of IIC also in the schools. Next is the IIC ATL Adoption Partnership. So in our college, if I discuss about how our journey began, so IIC in Techno College of Engineering, Agartala, it started in the year 2022 itself as per the order received from the Ministry of Education to establish IIC in a higher education institute. And the journey continued, and as of now, in the year 2026, we have almost 10 to 15 trained innovation ambassadors from among the faculty members and over 40 plus student innovation ambassadors in our institutes. So this concept of partnership is correlated to the functionality of an innovation ambassador. So this is how there is a bridging between the IICs and the Atal Tinkering Labs. So a nationwide bridge consists of almost 7,200 plus Atal Tinkering Labs connected with their corresponding mentoring IICs. So when we started our journey of mentorship, we started with a few of the schools in the remote locations like South Tripura, we had from Shaprum and Pilonia. In West Tripura, we had our mentoring schools from Bedimura, from Kamutia area. Then we also had a conversation with few of the schools from Kowai, and also we visited a school in Gomoti district as well. So that's how we began our journey of the partnership, and followed by that, there was a different scheme being introduced by the Ministry of Education at a later stage that we term as a DIE scheme, under which we can provide mentorship to the PMC schools especially. Only PMC schools are included for this IIC ATL partnership under DIE scheme. Then almost 2,500 500 plus IICs within the country are taking part in this particular adoption partnership program, undertaking different ATLs under their domain. So this year also, for this quarter, we have had a conversation with 4 to 5 schools, PMC schools in South Tripura district itself. So the partnership consists of these few steps which we need to provide. First one is an online mentoring session. Like today we have invited our respective teachers from different schools to come up to our college for a hands-on training or a workshop in 3D printing, which is also a integral part of this Atal Tinkering Labs. Likewise, we can also provide online mentoring sessions whenever required to our mentoring schools, our mentees. Then is a lecture and orientation sessions which we can continue both in online as well as offline mode. Then is a joint group project. Like for example, last year in the month of October or November, I think, if I can remember it well, we had a letter of recommendation from the ministry itself regarding Viksit Bharat Build Effort. So many of our teachers here might be you are you have heard about the Viksit Bharat Build Effort. You are quite familiar with it. So this is a competition for the students of class 6 to 12, divided into different categories, who come up with either idea generation or prototype designing, and once it is evaluated at a district level, followed by a state level evaluation, and finally to a national level platform. So last year we were enrolled with 6 schools, including one JNV, that is Johar Navodaya Vidyalaya, 2 Kendriya Vidyalayas, and 3 PMC schools were entitled to us to provide mentorship particularly for that Viksit Bharat Build Effort. So when we visited the schools, we had a conversation with the participating students who already nominated themselves for the competition. So we had a conversation with the students as well, and there were 2 categories. One was only a idea generation. Like if I am not willing to produce a prototype for my ideas, I will keep it only up to the idea level and I will teach my idea. And the next level was those who were willing to create a prototype, a small scientific model for their idea, innovative ideas. So for them, as a mentor, what we offered, we asked them that you can any moment of time come up to our college and you can use get access to our laboratories, and also our IIC faculty members will be there ready to help you out with your design thinking or the prototype design. So likewise, not only for this training programs, throughout the year, I would like to also enlighten you about the fact that we have 4 quarters in IIC. The academic year starts from 1st September and it ends at 31st August. So within that one academic IIC year, we have in total 4 quarters. So for each of the quarter, we can hold different this online mentoring sessions. Then this we can also undertake some projects within each of the quarters, where at least student can get exposure to our facilities in our institutions, or if they require any kind of online support from our teachers, from our experts, they can have it. So that comes under the joint group projects. So IICs along with the ATLs, they can continue with some group projects as well. Next is the stakeholder visit. So in each quarter, we do visit 2 schools. 2 particular schools with Atal Tinkering Labs installed in their premises. So along with the student innovation ambassadors as well as the faculty innovation ambassadors, only to visit the Atal Tinkering Labs to study the condition of the labs, and we also discuss with the students that how they can utilize the ATLs, how they can think about some innovative projects, how they can work on it, and also our students, they demonstrate their created projects with the school students. So this is a mandate that within a year, academic year, we are supposed to visit at least 6 to 7 schools. And this is our strategy that we mostly take care of the schools in the remote locations where the facilities are quite less, or maybe demographically they are not accessible to all the facilities which are readily available in towns or cities. Even we invite the students from different schools to come up to our college and have a tour of our laboratories, the ongoing projects, and etc. So this is about the role of IICs in mentoring the Atal Tinkering Labs. The first one is a technical hand-holding, where we guide the ATL students in creating prototypes, different type of prototypes if they wish to. Then is the second one is the project review and feedback. Like if they have some kind of projects that they are working with it, a regular feedback and regular analysis is most important. The third one is a co-hosted event. Like among all the respected teachers present over here, if you ever wish to conduct a session in your school as well, we are mentoring that particular school, or if not also, we can conduct a session in the schools, visiting your school, or like if you conduct an exhibition or something like that, we can visit the school, and also we can proceed with the mentoring documents or formalities as well. Then is the innovation ambassadors, who plays a very important role in IICs. So the trained innovation ambassadors, they are there to have a continuous review of the conditions of the school, the development and improvement of the students, and also if the school asks for any kind of support regarding innovation or prototype design, the innovation ambassadors are always ready to provide that kind of support to the schools. Then it's linking to the wider networks. That is, if a student that happens the percentage is very less actually. The students during their school period, they barely go for this establishing business or becoming entrepreneurs. But for our college, it is very often that students come up with some business ideas. So we are again the bridge to provide them with a platform to get connected to different incubators or accelerators, or how they are going to manage the funding from where they can start their business from the scratch itself, like that. And then is the most important thing is helping the institutions prepare for their Atal ranking of institution on innovation achievement, that is ARIA. So every year, depending on the activities, both Atal Tinkering Lab institutes, IICs, as well as the school innovation councils, we are actually provided with a list of activities that we can run throughout the year. So depending upon how we are conducting the events or how far we are achieving with the list of activities, depending upon that, under this Atal Innovation Mission, there are certain stages where you can get a ranking for your institute. So again, the IIC also helps the particular institute to guide them or to provide them with the mentoring to help the institute prepare for their ARIA rankings. Next is how we actually support the SICs. Most of these things I have already discussed. That is the ecosystem linkage. As I said that within a particular academic year, we are provided with a list of activities. Like if it is 40 to 50 for a IIC, again, throughout the year, the schools have a established School Innovation Council, they are also supposed to perform at least 12 to 14 activities that are already mentioned in the SIC portal. Accordingly, they do have a calendar. Accordingly, they need to perform the activities. They need to carry out the activities that which the school can do individually or also with a support with a particular IIC. Next, as I already spoke about the mentor and expert access, that any moment of time the students can access our labs, they can get expert guidance from the concerned subject expert or the domain expert. There is a design thinking exposure. So for the last 2 years, what we did, we actually conducted 2 in-house hackathons. One was meant for only the diploma students, those who take admission into our institutes, different institutes after once they complete their 10th standard examination. So that was named as Planathon. So mostly in the diploma level, students go for the idea pitching only. And the second one we term as Stratathon, which is meant for the students from BTech first year to final year. So this internal hackathon earlier was only meant for our in-house students, but we are actually planning to expand it within the periphery of the schools also. Because since from last session only we started mentoring the Viksit Bharat Vidyathon. So that includes the students from class 6 to 12. So we were planning that in some sessions for the school students also, the Viksit Bharat Vidyathon will also get some fewer more participants, interested participants, because when we had a conversation with the students, most of the students didn't knew what they were going to do, or what the program or the competition was actually meant for. The third one is the teacher capacity building, as we are conducting our training of teachers today. So in the coming days also we will try to put up certain training programs or workshops for the teachers also, so that they can be regularly nurtured. Then these boot camps and field visits, we have a program in hand which we will be taking in the next academic year. That will be a boot camp, 1 or 2 days boot camp for the school students. So the teachers will be responsible to identify the interested students or the best performers of Atal Tinkering Lab, to bring them here to our college along with the faculty member, in-charge faculty member. So we will be holding boot camps upon different topics where they will be able to learn get some hands-on expertise as well. Then is the ranking and recognition support. Again for SICs, they have a different ranking system depending upon the activities which they are going to organize individually or with the support of the concerned HEI IICs. So again we will be providing guidance and support for that as well. So this is from access to impact the cluster model. The cluster here, as you can see, that there is something called ATL Sarthi, Atal Tinkering Labs Sarthi, which is an initiative of Niti Aayog to support the framework that moves labs from setup to sustained impact. Because when you talk about innovation, the innovation or prototype design just starts with a very simple question which the kids readily ask: how can I make this? Or what's next? So they have a platform that this is called Atal Sarthi, which lets you move the labs from setup to sustained impact. It's not like only that I'm establishing something, I let it sustain on the long run. This provides a checklist of goals, then training modules, and also mentorship links so that every Atal Tinkering Lab stays active and outcome driven. It's not only that the government has provided me with a lab setup, so it will it has most of the schools, they have the setup, but maybe there are some few remote places, if not in our state, maybe some other states suffered through that issue that the ATLs are non-active. here is an example in practice regarding this cluster model that 379 schools which has the Atal Tinkering Lab in Telangana, they grouped under a regional cluster that was headed by Vartaman College of Engineering as a nodal center. So, since we as a IIC, we can take up some mentee schools under us, we can even form a higher cluster like they have formed that a single college as a nodal institution. They have grouped 379 ATL schools under their cluster. So, even in Tripura also, we can create such smaller models. This is the new inclusion within this chapter, that is the Atal Innovation Mission 2.0. This is recently launched with the aim to enhance outlay to scale the mission to 2028. So it started now, and there's been entitled time of like 2 to 3 years, and the government, central government have allowed a budget of 2,750 crores meant for this Atal Innovation Mission 2.0 itself. There are under this project almost 50,000 ATL schools are envisioned and targeted nationwide, that they will be bringing almost 50,000 schools under the same umbrella under this Atal Innovation Mission 2.0. Then there will be some accelerator and industry accelerators and government launched fairs that are being planned. Like as I said that in the schools that doesn't mostly happen that a student says that okay, I am building a prototype and after completing my school I will run a business on this. I will not go for higher studies or I will not graduate or something. But for us, our graduating students, most oftenly they approach us regarding how to get some accelerators from the private sectors or some government schemes for their business proposal or adopted prototypes. So under this Atal Innovation Mission 2.0, government has planned to at least provide 10 accelerators from the industries and 10 government launch pads. Like here in Tripura, we might have all are acquainted with the initiative of Directorate of Information and Technology about the NGIN scheme, that is New Generation Innovation Network, meant for the college as well as the diploma institutes, higher education institute and diploma institutes. And apart from that, we have recently launched T-RISE program, we have T-Hub. So these are the government launch pads which let the young innovators or the young entrepreneurs or would-be entrepreneurs, they provide the launch pads or the platforms from where they can start their business. So then comes the Atal Sectoral Innovation Launchpads. So they will be providing platforms across the central ministries to integrate and procure directly from the startups. Then they have a provision to include language inclusive program of innovation. So that will be almost performed in 22 scheduled languages across the country, and the opening the ecosystem to non-English speakers. Like those who say that no, I'm not so good at English and maybe Bengali will be good enough. Or say someone says that I'm not so pro with English, for me Hindi or Tamil or Telugu, that is good enough. I can teach in a nice way in my mother tongue, but not in English. For them there will be 22 scheduled language inclusive programs. Then is the India-France Atal Tinkering Lab Bridge, that is a partnership with La Foundation Dassault Systems in France along with the Government of India. So we can spread our wings to even with foreign collaborations. Then is the Industrial Accelerator Program, which scales up advanced stage startups to 10 new accelerators via public PPP model. Then, as I discussed about ATLs hardly, and last finally, it is the state support mission that will help the state government will take initiatives to strengthen the innovation and incubation ecosystem within the jurisdiction of the state. So these are some of the initiatives which are supposed to be incorporated in the school innovation councils to strengthen it further. That is the School Innovation Ambassador Training Program. As I said that in our IIC also there is a provision for an online training in 4 stages, starting from the foundation, then the advanced level, followed by the upskilling and finally the reskilling. These are the 4 stages where you are going to get trained to become an innovation ambassador. Likewise, there is a provision for establishing a school innovation ambassador training program that will be again both for the teachers as well as the student fraternity. Next is the innovation ambassador. They are the trained teachers cadre. And finally, the SIC 2020-25 guidelines that we are also following nowadays as well as there is the updated committee structure. In every school which has a SIC, the principal will act as the chairman, the vice principal will act as the convener, and there will be another faculty member. Those faculty members will be in charge of the Atal Tinkering Lab. So this is the model that the guideline says for the establishment of School Innovation Council. So traveling so far, this is the impact. It's a decade of strong mission and it's still accelerating. We have almost 4,880 plus operational Atal Tinkering Labs, 2 million plus students directly linked to the Atal Tinkering Labs within India itself, 2,500 plus IICs across different higher education institutions in our country, almost 6,200 plus mentors who are directly involved in providing mentorship support to the SICs and the ATLs. 96% of Atal Tinkering Labs in government or government aided schools are already in existence, and also since it started in the year 2016 we have a successful decade and the numbers say for itself. So this is the way forward, how we can get a deeper involvement with the schools. That is a formalized adoption. We can adopt different schools, followed by building a mentor pool, then plan joint activities, and finally track and showcase the impact. Once we can conduct a session which showcase the impact of conducting the sessions throughout conducting these programs throughout the year. So that's all about the role of IICs in mentoring the Atal Tinkering Labs as well as the School Innovation Councils. So I would now request the faculty members, teachers present here. So if you have any questions, sir or ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my question is, like if my school is interested in setting up of Atal Tinkering Lab, then how will you support? No, that is the thing. Actually, in 2016, we have applied for Atal and we got approval also. But after that, practically they online we have applied all the details on everything, one of the procedures we have submitted. Then we were granted with Atal Tinkering Lab. But after that actually it was not implemented for some reasons. So can we apply, and if we are willing to apply, then how you can like extend your support?
Madam, we can extend the support for the existing ATLs. Apart from that, what we can suggest you is that under this Atal Innovation Mission 2.0, since a budget has been allocated for establishing new Atal Tinkering Labs within the country, you can approach the ministry directly, Ministry of Education directly. Since you have that approval with you, you can approach the ministry to send the kits or the things that are required for establishment, because you need a workspace where the students can innovate their ideas. So for that, I think you can write your consent to the concerned ministry that we already have the approval. And as far as my knowledge is concerned, that thing goes with the district education office. That thing goes via the district education office.
State district education office.
So,
Correct.
thank you. Any other question?
I am representing distribution.
Yes.
So some of our students are doing on a particular project, they are doing some work, but in the Arduino that part, their code is not running actually. So can you?
Yes, definitely, sir. As our responsibility is to perform the mentoring sessions for the students, I would like to suggest you that if possible, you can bring your students to our college. We can sit together. We can have a discussion about their projects, and we do have the field experts who will be definitely happy to help them out. This is our job, sir. Under this institution's innovation council, any moment of time you feel like the students are stuck somewhere, you can have a online session with us, online discussion with us, or you can bring up the students, a group of students who are dedicatedly engaged with different kinds of this project work, so they can come up here anytime to access the facilities which are available. Thank you so much.
Okay, regarding this, I have to say something. I'll just add up something. The whole point of organizing this workshop on Atal Tinkering Lab was not just to give the hands-on demonstration or something, because so many of you are there, so obviously it's not technically possible for everyone to go and have a hands-on experience. So time was limited, that's what I was shown, but this is just the beginning. It's not just for one day. This is where we get started, and we welcome you all to have a connection with us. That's what we want, as Sarita also said, that we have to just connect the dots to make it a bigger picture. So that's what this is just initiated from our end. Hello. Just hello. Vishal, travel back to your home and this. So what I was saying is that we welcome you all. That nowadays students from school, we can't expect them to have a project plan or something, because that's too greedy to expect that from school kids. So what we are trying to say is that let us start with the problem itself. Let the students, please motivate the students to find out the problem statement, what are the problems they are facing, and let them come up with some ideas that what they think, how they can solve it. So what we are going to do is that we welcome such ideas. So we can actually, now we have a group also, WhatsApp group. I'm sure all of you are there in that group. Okay, those who are not there, please after the session, please meet me. I will write your number personally. So there we can have a discussion. So I request you, please go back to your school and talk to the students and motivate them. Take some time, maybe after 1 month again, we can have a session where organize one small competition also, which is Ideathon. Today we were having a discussion with Dr. Agartala from Science and Technology that we are going to organize some competition called Ideathon, where there will be competition of ideas. So whatever best ideas from different schools will get, so we will help them as a mentoring institute to build a prototype out of it. Okay, so then in the next level, as Madam said, we are going in quarters. So as the next academic, I think it's a brilliant time to start also, because from September 1st, the next session is starting. As per IIC calendar, it starts from September to August, that session. So 12 months we get into 4 quarters, so 3 months each. So in the first quarter we will deal with the ideas. In the second quarter we will deal with the prototypes. In the third quarter we will try to make the product out of the project, and then the fourth quarter will go for the marketization. So that's the whole route map for this, ideation to productization. So that's the plan, that's the motto of IIC, and we all want your support, because without your support it's not possible. So definitely we are looking forward to a wonderful and fruitful coordination between the schools and higher education institutes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the time.
So, is there any more query or questions from among our respected teachers? And also, I would like to add up that, as sir said that, the school is very much closer to our, the closest school that we have, the participating school that we have. So, I would like to request all our respected teachers present here, so to organize some sessions from your school side, where we can either physically visit the schools, the ATLs, or we can have an online session. And since all of you are connected to our WhatsApp group, we will be regularly putting up the details about it. So it's a request from my side to the respected teachers that you please kindly hold on such sessions in our schools also, and if you do invite us, we will be happy to go and interact with the students. So that's all from my side. So if you have any query or any question, you can reach us any moment of time. Madam Bashir? Okay. There has to be some guidelines or handbooks available from the Ministry of Education side as well. So I'll look for it, ma'am, and I'll get back to you. And one thing regarding this, I would like to add that as ma'am said that we have different subjects in school that we are teaching. Can we actually go for some activities related to that subject? Like if in each of the schools, in each of the subjects, only to inculcate that inquisitiveness among the students. Can we keep some small activities for the students as well? Like if a student has learned about gravity in physics, can we hold the activity to let the students design small projects related to that subject or that topic that he or she has studied in that curriculum? We can take up some which we call as contemporary topics related to the subject. It's not directly part of the syllabus, but something related to what I have learned from that particular subject. So regarding this, if the curriculum allows some time, if we take a moment out from our regular schedule to introduce some
methodologies to let the students create some small projects related to each of the subjects that they are studying in schools. So that will also, create their interest more into this learning methodology, this applied learning methodology. Whatever they are studying is not confined within the books, pages of the books, rather they are implementing in the form of small projects. So, ma'am, meanwhile, if I receive a handbook regarding this guidelines, I am definitely providing the book. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Madam,
Yes, sir.
this is not question, this is request. So is it possible to spare one expert from this institution for our school? Suppose one day in a month or 2 days in a month to take the classes in Tinkering Lab or to give some ideas to the teachers how to take the classes, because there are different parts, components, engineering parts, so it is not possible to get a concept by the teachers in school level. So is it possible to get an expert teacher from your side, resource person?
Sir, from our part, it is definitely possible, but maybe it will not be on a monthly or a weekly basis. Maybe what we can do, once we can visit your school, we can check the projects or the domains that needs the expert advice. Following that, we can hold a session in your school only for the teachers as well as let the students listen to it. And also we can be regular in touch in the form of say online meetings and reviewing their projects, their progress about their particular work. And also meanwhile the teachers or the respected in charges, they can take a note about the problems that the students are facing, and we can hold on regular discussions on this part. Yes, definitely we can do that. That is the concept for the innovation ambassadors as well. That's what the innovation ambassadors do.
Okay, thank you, madam. So it will be very helpful for our institution.
Sure, sir. Please plan a program.
Yeah, I am from Kudira Christian School. So if possible for the next month, you provide one resource person.
Yes, sir.
Once.
Sir, the first visit will be as a team. We will be visiting as a team. There will be student innovation ambassadors as well as faculty members from IIC. After that, we will be assigning mentors for your school.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, sir, we do have a format also. Once we will be visiting your school, we can sign it with the head of the institution. And once we sign that memorandum of understanding between the IIC as well as the school, so we can conduct joint events, regular mentorships. For that, we have a different set of forms which we can carry on during our first visit to that school. So again, that school will be considered as our mentor. We will act as a mentor for that school. Is that it? Is there any other question? So, thank you everyone for patiently listening for so long. With that, I would like to conclude. Thank you once again.
Thank you, ma'am, for your informative session. Now I request Mother Thakur sir, Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, to share your insightful thoughts. Over to you, sir.
টাইম কতক্ষণ পাবো সেই অনুযায়ী আপনি সেইভাবে স্টার্ট বা শেষ করবেন। কতক্ষণের মধ্যে শেষ করবো মোটামুটি একটু বলুন। আমার মোবাইল চারটে 23 বাজে অলরেডি, সাড়ে চারটে হবে না, আমি যত তাড়াতাড়ি সম্ভব চেষ্টা করতে শেষ করার। তো আইওটিতে আমাদের কি লাগে? দুটো ডিভাইসের মধ্যে কমিউনিকেশন, বা কোনো দুটো মোবাইলের মধ্যে কমিউনিকেশন, বা একটা ডিভাইস থেকে একটা মোবাইলের মধ্যে কমিউনিকেশন লং ডিস্টেন্স থ্রু ক্লাউড। তো আমাদের এখানে ক্লাউড হিসাবে আমরা ইউজ করছি ফায়ারবেস, এটা আমি ইনস্টল করে দেখাচ্ছি। আর যদি মোবাইল অ্যাপে কোনো ডেটা শো করতে হয় বা মোবাইল অ্যাপ দিয়ে কোনো ডেটা পাঠাতে হয়, তাহলে আমরা বেস্ট হবে ডিভাইসটি অ্যাপ ইউনিটটা স্টুডেন্টদের জন্য। কারণ আমরা জানি আমাদের সিবিএসসি তে স্ক্র্যাচ আছে, স্টুডেন্টরা যদি স্ক্র্যাচ প্রোগ্রামিং করে থাকে তাহলে কিন্তু এবারে আমি একটা স্ক্র্যাচের থেকেও ইজি। আমি দুটোই খুব অল্প দেখিয়ে দিচ্ছি এবং সেখান থেকে একটা প্রজেক্ট আমি ওই ল্যাবে গিয়ে দেখাচ্ছি। তো ফার্স্ট আমাদের সেটআপ করতে হবে ফায়ারবেস। জাস্ট ফায়ারবেস টাইপ করলাম, নেক্সট যাব ফায়ারবেস কনসোল। Next, create new Firebase project. Next, we can name any name like Techno 1, 2, 3. Continue. Continue. We can enable or disable global analytics or etc. I will disable all.
না থাক লাগতো না দেখ কেসে দেখ।
For IoT project, actually database is live database, means there are two types of database. One is structured database, means this data are stored always, and live database is the database stored only once. Like then real-time database. We can use Firebase, Firestore or real-time database. We use here real-time database. Create database. Data is cloud is stored here three region. We use United States, Belgium and Singapore. We use United States. We use log mode. Their database is created. We then change rule all read and write to true. Then publish. Then go general. Then we have to create an app. We use here web app. Then name the app like any name, A, B, C, just any name. register app. After registering, we get one API key. This API key are required. These API key are required for our project. Okay, real-time database is created. API key and URL both are required. Then we have to go for MIT app inventor. Create app. This is one of the app. I actually show you the app. This app is on my mobile. Just for quick, I will show the how the app works. The button, like our button, label. The main thing is the Firebase DB. We use here Firebase DB. There are two portions in our project. One is design and another is block. This is the block. For each block, we need to create some logic for this application. Like when we click block, then call Firebase DB. You can type call or you can go here Firebase DB1 and select call Firebase DB. We can type or just select. This is the logic. And for quick reason, I just show the project. Here, two things are required. One is for this Firebase project, we require the Firebase URL and authentication code. This is Firebase, this is URL. This is our Firebase URL and this is Firebase token. Token is authentication code. By this code, we can go and control our Firebase real-time database. So for quick reason, I just show the project. To the left and I will show the project.
ধরো ধরো ধরো
ওই প্রত্যেকটা খুলে
চার লাখ খোলা আমি ঠিক করতে দাও পাত্র তো আরে বন্ধ করিস তো হিরো লেগে আবার হে দিতে লাগবে বন্ধ করিস না
সার্ভার থেকে এখানে আসছে তারপরে এখানে কোনো সিম কার্ড আছে দেখুন এই কিন্তু এর মধ্যে কোনো চিন্তা নেই। এবার ধরুন আমি একটা টেকনিক করছি, পেমেন্টটা রিসিভ করলে লাইটটা জ্বলার পর ঠিক আছে। আবার 1 টাকা পেমেন্ট করলে আপনি যদি চান পেমেন্ট করে দিতে পারেন। 1 টাকা পেমেন্ট করলে
মানে 1 টাকা দিলে 1 গ্লাস জল খেতে পারে।
হ্যাঁ, জমা কেউ চা হতে পারে, কোল্ড ড্রিঙ্কস হতে পারে, আমরা জমা দিয়ে করি।
The amount of ওরা চেঞ্জ করতে পারে, মানে coffee and this coffee or something. এটাতে আমার human intervention দরকার নেই, because nobody has to literally, there is the seller need not to be there. The whole system is self-operated. The consumer will come, they will pay the money and they will be ready and they will go. And money is going to the seller's account.
ডিটেইলস কোডিং আগে করে না, এত অবধি কোডিং আগে কি সময়ের মধ্যে কোডিংটা বাদ দিলাম। ক্লিক করতে
Techno যদি possible হয় আপনি শুধু তো IoT based project গুলো থাকে আমি সাইনিং অফ
ওরা কিন্তু যদি স্ক্র্যাচ করে থেকে স্ক্র্যাচের থেকে নেই, স্ক্র্যাচ কিন্তু স্কুলে হয়তো পড়ানো হয়, কিন্তু স্ক্র্যাচ করে থেকে স্ক্র্যাচের থেকেই দেখুন এখন নিজেরা বানাবে। তারপর ক্লাউড বেস কিছু করতে পারে, ফায়ারবেস ঠিক ক্লাউড কিছু করতে পারে।
আজকে জাস্ট ওভারভিউ দেওয়া হলো আপনার কি কি জিনিস পসিবল, বাট দেন যে জিনিসগুলো এক একটা জিনিসের টপিক ধরে হলেও আমরা সেশনস করতে পারি। আর সব থেকে বেটার হয় যদি আপনাদের স্কুলের সাথে যেটা আপনি বললেন সময় আমাকে এটা যদি করা যায়, আপনাদের স্কুলে এটিএ দেয় এবং আপনাকে ডাকা যায়, এবং আপনাদের মিশন থেকে আপনাদের উদ্দেশ্য করতে একটা
স্কুলে আসলে ভালো হবে।
হ্যান্ডস কাম এক্সপিরিয়েন্স। I think the session is over now, then we can go on to some session and then end that. Please, Samir.
Resume all the way for college and degree courses and diploma courses which we have in our college. So just 10 minutes away. At the first we started with project in computer science, civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, all these project courses. And after that, in the year, if he or she is interested in pursuing engineering, then he can take admission in diploma in engineering course. So in diploma, we have all the core branches like electrical, electronics and communication, civil, mechanical, computer. Then we have some new courses like artificial intelligence and machine learning. All these courses we have in our diploma, regular and lateral courses. And in BTech, as you can see, We have all the core branches like civil computer science, artificial intelligence and data science, civil engineering, electronics, mechanical. All these courses we have for the students who want to pursue their career in engineering after 12th science. And recently, in the year 2024, we started our master degree in engineering, that is the MTech course. And we started with one course in MTech, that is microelectronics and PLC. So in future, we are looking forward to starting many few courses in master's degree also. So I am currently a professor, assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science Engineering, and I am also the campus school visiting teacher. So many schools visit our college for their industrial training on IT and ITLs, or you can say educational exposure visit. So I get requests from many schools teachers that they want to come and visit our college. So in this year 2026, around 18 schools all across Tripura have visited our college. They bring their students from class 9, starting from class 9 to class 12. So I look after that field, and whenever the students visit our college, we try to show them all the labs in our college of all the departments. So in civil engineering, in computer science engineering, in electrical, in electronics and communication, and all other branches, whatever we have, our labs are equipped with highly infrastructure equipment and machineries. So the students, when they come to visit, they get to see something new, they get to learn something new from each visit. And we also on our part try to give our level best, so that at the end of the day, when the student goes home, they can discuss that with our parents, or when they go to their school, they can tell their teachers that thank you sir man for taking me to this college. So we do our best, and I on behalf of Techno College also welcome the schools of all other schools, and whichever schools you all are from, you can bring your school students to our college for industrial training. You can contact directly to me. I will show you, I will tell you the process, how to proceed for the visit, and we can fix a date for the visit, and you can pick your students, and you will always be welcome to our college. Next slide. I already told you we have highly infrastructure equipment in our laboratories, like a 3D printer, and in the Department of Civil Engineering there is an equipment to build paver blocks. Paver blocks are being highly used nowadays for building any construction, for building roads. These paver blocks are used, and we also just now our Assistant Professor Agartala sir has given you a short demonstration of that switch, that smart switch. It was built by him, and many other like drone technology. We are just letting our students do it on their own. We are guiding them, and they are taking interest in doing these projects in their off classes. Whenever they have off classes, they visit our labs, and they are very interested in building up new machineries with our infrastructure labs, and we guide them in whatever way it is possible. So our students is always engaged in some or other activities like innovations and skills, and our college is also have more memorandum of understanding with many institutions, many organizations like ATLs, ISRO, and we are also sending our students for internship in highly renowned institutions and organizations like IIC. We have more, and here we try that our students, whenever they get promoted in final year for BTech students, they get an offer letter before leaving our college. So every year around 17 to 18 MNC companies visit our college give all our students an opportunity to sit before these placement drives and allow 70% of our students every year. So in the year 2020, this was our 8th pass out batch in our college. So this year also percentage of students who got placed in these companies were more than 67%. So many students have got their first job with high salary package, leading to the highest salary was around 12 lakhs per annum by TCS. And many companies like Accenture, Mahindra, Wipro, and Flipkart, they visit every year in our college. So we have a very good training and placement record we are maintaining for the past 12 years. And besides that, we provide our students with whatever scholarship facilities are available through the central government schemes and Tripura government schemes like the Ishan scheme, NEC scholarship, OBC, SC, then single child scholarship and scholarship based on merit, like if a student gets 70% in higher secondary exam, he or she will get scholarship. So whatever scholarship is available from the central and state government, we take full responsibility of that, and the amount gets like science exhibition and quiz competition for the students all over Tripura, like Numanica. Numanica is a science Olympiad that we conduct every year. So this year Numanica was the 6th edition. Like it started in the year 2021. So 2026 Numanica 6.0. So in Numanica more than 1200 students participated this year. And we also conducted science exhibition like synergy. So synergy we started in the year 2023. So this year the competition, the edition was the 4th edition of synergy. This science exhibition was conducted and more than 200 school students from class 6 to class 12 participated. They brought a science model in our college, they exhibited, and judges were there, and our people from ministry level and directors, they were also present in the science exhibition. So I would request you to send your students also to participate in this science Olympiad and science exhibition every year we conduct. And we don't charge anything from the students. The registration is completely free. And every year we conduct a prize giving ceremony. So this year the prize giving ceremony for the students who competed and were the winners in science and numerica, that name is Agartala. So and we also fill some selected students, some selected teachers. We provide Shikha Saman to them every year. So previous year also around 72 teachers were selected for Shikha Saman, and we invited them and they were felicitated. This year also we will be inviting around 60 to 70 teachers all over Tripura, and our governor sir will be felicitating them in their program. So that will be all on my part. So I extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you for coming from so far. Many teachers have came from North and from Shampoo also. So I extend my heartfelt thanks and greetings to all of you. You made our efforts very fruitful. So I wish to see you all again in future programs at our college. I hope we will present a visit this time. And I hope to see you all. And as I said, if you want to bring your students from class 9, 10, 11, 12, whichever class you want, you can contact me if you want to visit. You will always be welcome. On this note, I will conclude today's program. And one more thing, if you want to avail our bus while going, you can avail our bus. The bus will be leaving at 5:30. So the bus will be traveling, will drop you on your desired location. Okay, so if you want to avail the bus, you can avail our bus. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Actually, I want to invite you to my school because I
Sir, for IIC we have outreach program for the first quarter, so we can go to the schools. That's a really institution.
So now you providing the certificates, okay?
I told I think
Thank you, sir. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank everyone for making the whole workshop a resounding success. With this, we formally conclude the workshop on Atal Tinkering Labs. Thank you.
কি করতেছে বুঝলাম বলছিলাম যে তারা ফোকাস করতে আছে ঠিক আছে লাইফ শেষ কর হ্যাঁ লাইফ স্যার
I
Live.
request Shampanundi madam to please come forward
শেষ করে লাই
for certificate distribution. And
এটা
I
ভিডিও ভিডিও
request
প্রাইস প্রাইস দিবেন না
Shampanundi
ভিডিও করবে
to provide the certificate.
ভিডিও করবা লাইভও করবা
Now I request Bordali Dev ma'am to come forward. Now I request Chandra Kanna sir to come forward. Now I request Devika Das madam to come forward for receiving the certificate. And I request Shila ma'am to distribute the certificate. Now I request Ojit Devnath sir to come forward. Now I request Pintu Dey sir to please come forward. Now I request Devasi Chakraborty sir, please come forward. Now I request Shobhita Das madam to please come forward. Momita Mujumdar madam, please forward. And I request Shankar sir, please distribute the certificate.
ভিডিও ভাই এটা লাইভ এটা সবাই কিছু ভিডিও করতে না এক জায়গাতে এটা লাইভ তো ভাই এক জায়গাতে
Now I request Noni Kupal Devnath sir to please come forward for receiving the certificate. Now I request Navnita Dev madam, please come forward. Now I request Shlomi Pal madam, please come forward, and I would like to request Mola sir to distribute the certificate. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.